Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're cutting right to the heart of something really vital, prioritizing yourself.
Hmm.
It's so easy to, frame that as selfish, right? But maybe it's actually key to a more fulfilling life for everyone.
That's exactly what we're diving into today.
Yeah.
The whole mission here is understanding why making yourself a priority isn't just ego. It's fundamental, a necessity, really,
Yeah.
and how that allows you to give more effectively to the world around you.
We've got this really insightful personal reflection to guide us. It gets right to the point.
Okay.
The core message is pretty stark. You must be your first priority. Your life, ambitions, health, happiness, all important. It says start acting like that. Sounds simple, maybe, but
But doing it, that's the tough part.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And this reflection, it introduces us to someone named Maya. I think a lot of people will see themselves in her story.
oh yeah.
Yeah, she was constantly putting everyone else first, multiple jobs, school commitments, always the one helping out.
The classic people pleaser trap, almost.
Yeah. Exactly. And the result, totally drained, unfulfilled, especially when it came to her own dreams, like her passion for writing, it just got pushed aside.
That really highlights that feeling, doesn't it? That like depletion when your own needs are always on the back burner.
It paints a really clear picture of that imbalance.
So what was the turning point for her? What shifted things for Maya?
Well, she attended a self-care workshop. Sounds maybe a bit cliche, but
Sometimes those things hit home, though.
they really can. And what was really insightful was this analogy the speaker used. You know the one, the airplane oxygen mask instruction.
Well, right. Put your own mask on first before helping others.
Exactly. And it's such a powerful image, isn't it? Because it really underscores this crucial point. If you're not okay, if you're like gasping for air yourself,
You can't effectively help anyone else.
precisely, you just can't. As the reflection puts it so well, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Okay, let's sit with that for a moment. Because it does kind of go against our instinct, doesn't it? To help others first, always.
It really does.
But the logic, it's undeniable when you think about it. If
Yeah.
you're running on empty, totally fumes, you're not actually much help to anyone in the long run. You might even make things worse.
Absolutely. And Maya, she actually started making changes, small ones though. This wasn't some, massive life overhaul overnight.
Right, not drastic. What did she do?
She started by just setting aside 30 minutes each morning, just for her,
Yeah.
for journaling, reflection, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Okay, manageable.
Yeah, and she also carved out dedicated time in the evenings specifically for her writing. Even if, and this is key, even if it meant saying no to other things, other requests.
Setting boundaries. That's huge.
Huge. These weren't like grand gestures, but they were consistent acts of prioritizing herself. Self-care in action.
And those small, consistent changes,
Yeah.
they actually had this incredible ripple effect, didn't they?
Oh, absolutely. A real snowball effect. We're talking landing a publishing deal for her writing.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. And improvements in her physical health, too, because she had the energy to exercise. And maybe surprisingly, her relationships got better.
How so?
Well, because she was showing up more authentically, not from a place of resentment or depletion, but as her whole self.
It's like by filling her own cup, she had more genuine energy and presence to bring to everything else.
That's the heart of it. That's the key takeaway.
Yeah.
Prioritizing yourself, and this is important, out of necessity, out of a desire for well-being.
Not arrogance.
Exactly. Not out of arrogance or ignoring others. That kind of prioritization creates the space you need for growth, for joy, for actual fulfillment.
Yeah.
And when you operate from that place, from inner strength, you can be truly present and effective for the people you care about, the causes you believe in. You show up as your best self.
So the core message really lands then. Taking care of yourself isn't some kind of optional luxury. It's fundamental.
It really is.
And like the reflection concludes so powerfully, I think. When you take care of yourself, you give the world the gift of your fullest potential.
Beautifully put. And that kind of leads us to a final thought, something for you, the listener, to maybe just mull over.
Okay.
Consider this. How might prioritizing just one small thing, one aspect of your own well-being, or maybe a long-held ambition you've been putting off, how might making space for that create a positive impact? Not just on your own life, obviously, but also on your capacity, your energy to contribute to all the other things that truly matter to you.
It comes back to that oxygen mask, really.
It really does. Sometimes, maybe the most generous, the most effective thing you can do for everyone is to put your own mask on first.